You know, the internet is a dangerous place, and you can lose your money, as I found out a few times. I mean, you can lose everything on the internet. There are crooks, thieves, awful people. And then there's just the way that the internet works. Like people like Amazon, eBay, PayPal, and Facebook can rip you off without you even knowing it, or even doing anything wrong. Because these are automated things, and I should put YouTube in there as well, since I lost my entire channel and monthly income and all that stuff, because YouTube wasn't there when I needed help. There was no help, and that is ultimately the problem with all of this stuff. There's no help for these automated services that we've come to depend on. Amazon, YouTube, Facebook, PayPal, eBay. Well, maybe occasionally you can get some service in some of these places, but I haven't had much luck. We're going to talk about Facebook today. Facebook Marketplace in particular. Now, there are a lot of really sorry people on Facebook Marketplace. If you go to eBay, 95% of the people on eBay are on the ball. They know what they're doing. They follow eBay's rules, which are very stringent. And eBay does have a great guaranteed policy for your satisfaction. Item will be as described. But Facebook Marketplace, there are so many bozos there. You have to be careful. But that's not the problem we're going to talk about today. That's just kind of a heads up. I sell things on Facebook Marketplace, and I have a great record, and the people who buy from me appreciate the great links I go to provide exactly what I say you're going to get. But anyway, how can you lose your money on Facebook without even knowing it? I sold a fella, Carlos, in Massachusetts, Quincy, Massachusetts. I sold him a ukulele. Total cost, including shipping, $105 or something like that. I mean, it's not small change. It was a good ukulele, acoustic electric. I mailed the ukulele, and 10 days later, Carlos says, "Where's my ukulele?" And that's basically how people deal with you. "Where's my ukulele?" And then he said, "You never mailed my ukulele. I want my ukulele." And I said, "Carlos, I mailed your ukulele. It was delivered." Facebook Marketplace at least has excellent tracking. I mean, Facebook Marketplace is great if the sellers are paying attention to know how to do very basic little things. I said, "Everything is right here. It was delivered on such and such a day. This is where they put it. I didn't get it." So come to find out, after a lot of bother, Carlos goes to the post office, and what happened was the post office delivered it to the address that Facebook Marketplace had, but that wasn't exactly Carlos's address. A little difference makes a big difference. Carlos lived on North, whatever the name of the street. No, Carlos lived on the street, and the ukulele went to North Street, whatever it was. I mean, it was like Summit Avenue. Carlos lived on 301 Summit Avenue, and it went to 301 North Summit Avenue. They're very minor little detail, right? So the post office, post delivery person stopped by the next time and said they knocked on the door but nobody answered. So Carlos went over to that house, knocked on the door, nobody answered. So apparently Carlos has given up his ukulele. I find that hard to believe or live with. If I know where the house is, I'm going to talk to somebody at that house and say, what happened to my ukulele? But anyway, Carlos has given up. And who knows, you might give up too. But how on earth did they get the wrong address for Carlos? The only way I can figure, and this is super annoying, but this is obviously what happened. As Carlos was typing in his address, 301 Summit Avenue. And by the way, this is not Carlos's actual address, I don't think, but I'm just giving it to you for illustration purposes. Carlos was typing in his address, and somehow North Summit, 301 North Summit came up, and he accepted that. And there you go. Carlos is not from around here, obviously. English is not his first language, and he doesn't seem to have very much command over it. But still, how can they give you the wrong address? He did not write that address in there. Facebook offered that as an automatic completion or something. Anyway, you can lose your money on Facebook Marketplace if you send your ukulele to the wrong address. If you provide Facebook Marketplace with the wrong address, and this also happened to someone once on eBay. I was the seller, and my item went to an address that the person had provided and didn't update their own address. And ultimately, I ended up, because of eBay's very strict policies and the desire to have no bad feedback, I ultimately sent out another item and lost money on that deal. This time, I made sure that Carlos understood it was between him and the post office. I sent it to the address. Facebook provided the address and the label, and the post office made the delivery to the address that Carlos accepted. So Carlos doesn't have his ukulele, and I still find it hard to believe that there are that many bad people in the world that your ukulele would go to somebody's house and they would steal it. I rather think that they just haven't been talked to, and Carlos really needs to do that quickly, because who knows, maybe they've given it away by now. So just one little easy way you can lose money on Facebook Marketplace. again, heads up, check out your Facebook Marketplace sellers. It looks to me like about 80% of them don't know what they're doing. They'll sell you a car and then offer $9.95 shipping, which is, of course, absurd. They just list it, and they'll have one picture of a car from a certain angle with weeds growing up all around it. Facebook Marketplace is a great place for me to sell, but I'm a very cautious buyer now. Thanks for watching.